Welcome, passive ones. Back for another Christmas adventure, are you? Well, fortunately enough, there seems to be an adventurer waiting on the threshold, so... enter, stranger. Greetings, young lady. Unless you're one of those infuriating Yuletide pranksters, I deduce that you must be here to take the Knightmare challenge. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Marvelous. Your name, then, please.
Lindsay James.
You won't survive here, Lindsay, without the proper help and protection. Pickle! Where are you, you accursed sprite? And what have you done with the quest equipment?
Here I am, Master. Are we having another Christmas adventure? Oh, goody.
You won't be having a Christmas anything, Pickle, unless you get in here now.
Fear not, Master. Your devoted servant is here.
Yes, well, at least you brought the equipment. Lindsay, you'd better call your advisors to us. They'll be getting restless.
Adam, Hermione, Duncan, come.
Greetings! Who guides this dungeon here?
Adam Prince.
Hermione Watson.
Duncan Edwards.
And where do you all come from, Lindsay?
Swaffham in Norfolk.
Ah yes, Norfolk, a wonderful part of the country. Now to business. Pickle the equipment if you please.
It's ready when you are, Master.
I am ready now, Pickle, so kindly hand it to me before my seasonal jollity deserts me entirely. Lindsay, here is the helmet of justice, which blinds you to the way ahead. Here the knapsack for food to feed your life force. 2 objects may you carry at any one time, and remember, the only way is onwards. There is no turning back. That's about all I can tell you for now, except that your quest is for the crown. Well, Lindsay, do you feel ready?
Yes.
Then face the dungeon door, and step boldly forward.
Where am I?
It looks like you're at the entrance to a castle. There's like a pit in front of you with a drawbridge on the other side. And... oh!
A face has just appeared on the drawbridge.
Oh dear. This is a spellbound door. It's been locked with lies and can only be opened with the truth. Its name is Dooris, which I think you'll agree is fairly apt. Pickle, perhaps you'll explain the incantation,
Listen, team. The calling here is simple enough. All Lindsay has to do is to call out true and false, false and true, open up, and let us through.
Did you hear that, Lindsay?
Yes.
Well, call it out then.
True and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
Oh dear, I hear. A baby here is called a leveret. True or false?
I've never heard of that before.
No, me neither.
Why would someone bother to make that up, though?
Yeah, well, I think it's false. Try false, Lindsay.
False.
Falsehood. The German name for Father Christmas is Kris Kringle. True or false?
Well, I know it's Père Noël in French. Shouldn't the German be something like Vater Weihnachten?
I think it's true. Kris Kringle means gift giver or something like that.
Okay, Lindsay, say true then.
True.
Truth accepted. Robin Hood's Bay is in Yorkshire. True or false?
Yes, it is. I went there last summer.
But that must be in Nottinghamshire, surely.
Don't be stupid. Nottinghamshire doesn't even have a coastline.
Isn't it on the North Yorkshire coast? Near Whitby?
Yes.
Shall I say true then?
Yes.
True.
Truth accepted. Oh dear. This is terrible. Truth will out. Ah, yes. Truth will out, and so will you.
Oh, well done, team.
A victory perhaps, but a comparatively small one in the long run, I suspect. Still, the way ahead seems open, so you'd best get Lindsay moving, team.
Walk forwards, Lindsay, in a straight line. Now straighten yourself out more. Okay, now keep going forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a pinkish room with a narrow arched door on the wall in front of you. And there's a table to your left.
Ah, supplies for your quest, it seems. How fortuitous.
Come now, Master. You know as well as I do these things haven't been left here by accident. I suppose we'll just have to hope that these apparent stocking fillers aren't actually stocking killers, won't we?
Pickle, I'm warning you. Pay no attention to him, team, and make your choice.
Can you see the table, Lindsay?
Just about.
Go over to it then and tell us what's on there.
Okay. Well, there's a scroll, a spyglass, a silver bar, a green knife, and an orange.
Take the orange, you reckon?
Yes, do that first, Lindsay, and then read the scroll.
Okay.
Well, what does it say then?
I can't tell.
Why not, Linz?
It's, music. It's a musical scroll.
Oh, right. How are we supposed to know what to take then?
Remember, team, there are other sources of information available. Well, for canny adventurers, anyway.
Shall I lift up the spyglass?
Yes, do that.
Ah, Lissard, it's about time you got here. You do realise, don't you, that a repellent little dungeoneer is loose on level 1 at this very moment?
Indeed I do, Lordness. I have been endeavouring with all my deviousness to seal off the level, so that the nasty little kidsy cannot escape.
I see. I trust, then, that you have placed a guard on the great door to level 2.
But of course, Lordness, and I have instructed him to let no one but your servants pass by.
Yes, well, you better not let that annoying minstrel slip through.
You mean Ridolfo, Lordness?
Yes. He's been travelling between level 1 and 2 like there's no tomorrow. I think he must have been unearthing all my secret passwords again.
Lordness, there is no possibility that the musician, or anyone else for that matter, could have discovered today's password. I took the guard deep into the forest before I told him what it is. No one could have overheard us.
Well, I hope not, Lissard. I must say, I am not overly impressed by your choice of location for this secret briefing. Even trees have ears, you know. Well, some of them do.
Trust me, Lordness. Nasty little Lindsay will never make it to level 2.
You'd better be right about that, Lissard, for your sake, if nothing else. I'm in a fine temper today, I don't mind telling you. That accursed warrior fever's been here again, stealing from my own bedchamber, no less. I feel so violated.
Not Stiletta, Lordness. Not again.
Yes, Lissard, Stiletta again. I know it was her, because she dropped a green blade beside my bed. No one else carries weapons like that.
Shall I have a firm word with the Mireman guards, Lordness?
No, Lissard. In fact, I want you to take those weed-infested miremen off guard duty. I'm getting tired of my bedroom stinking of fish the whole time.
Oh, drop the spyglass, Lindsay!
Yes, a good move, I think, Hermione. Now, get Lindsay out of here as soon as you can.
Okay, so what shall I take, guys?
Well, they were talking about a musician, weren't they? Maybe we should take the scroll.
Yes, I think we need the scroll and the green knife.
But we're not supposed to take weapons, are we?
We are if there's a clue to do it.
Oh, do hurry, team.
Okay, take the scroll and the knife then, Lindsay.
So I'm leaving the silver, is that right?
Yes, Linz.
Okay, now take a few side steps to your right. Good, and walk forward.
Where am I?
You're in a green room with one door on the far right. There's a table with lots of different things on it. And there's a girl rummaging through the things. She's wearing, well, I don't know what it is, but it's very tight.
She's got nice legs.
I don't think I needed to know that.
She's turning around now.
Oh, hello. You're one of those Dungeoneer chappies, aren't you? I say, I don't think I've met one like you before.
One like me?
Yes, one like you. And like me, a girl, I mean. Oh, this is quite marvellous. I don't get nearly enough female company down here.
It looks like Stiletta doesn't enjoy male company as much as male company enjoys her, Master.
Yes, so it would seem, Pickle. And if Stiletta's up for a girly chat team, I'm sure Lindsay could do much worse than to oblige her.
See if you can get her talking, Lindsay.
And warn her about Lord Fear.
I
hope you have time for a quick chinwag. I'm a warrior thief, you know. They call me Stiletta. What's your name, then?
Well, I'm Lindsay, and I'm on the quest for the crown.
Quest for the crown, eh? Golly, how exciting.
Yes. Look, I think I ought to warn you about Lord Fear. He knows you've been thieving stuff from his bedroom.
Does he now? Well, that's a useful tip, or for no mistake. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for those dashed annoying servants of his, just in case any of them come sniffing round here. Oh dear, if only I hadn't lost two of my very best throwing knives.
Oh, Lindsay, tell her you've got one of them.
I found this green knife lying around on my way here. Is it one of yours?
Golly gosh, yes it is. Oh, how spiffing. I can't tell you how pleased I am about that. Well, are you going to give it back to me then?
Give it to her, Linz.
I was just about to.
Thanks. Now, if only I could find the other one, I'd consider myself more than a match for Lord Fear or any of his underlings.
You dropped it by Lord Fear's bed.
Did I? Gosh, what a clotterbrain. I suppose I'd better go and get that back. Look here, Lindsay, you've given me quite a lot of useful information, and you've returned one of my lost knives to me. So according to the code of the warrior thieves, I owe you something. So, what can I do for you?
I know what I'd ask for.
Yeah, me too.
For goodness sake, you two. Lindsay, ask her if she can help you get to level 2.
Can you help me get to level 2, please?
Oh, yes, of course. You'll have to follow the path through the greenwood, but I'm afraid there's a jolly old rune lock across it. Now, I wonder if I can remember the number sequence.
I'd be very grateful if you could.
Yes, now, let me see. It's 6, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5. Have you got that?
Did you get that, Hermione?
Yes, I've written it down, but I don't think these two are really paying attention.
Yes, we are.
I've got it down too.
We've got that. Thank you.
That's my pleasure, Lindsay. Now, it would be absolutely gripping to stand around and chat about boys and clothes for a while, but I suppose you should be getting on with your adventure, really.
Well, yes, I'd better be on my way.
I'll guide you to the door, then.
Just go with her, Linz. She's about to take you by the shoulders, I think.
There you go, then. Goodbye, Lindsay, and thanks again.
Bye!
Walk forward, Lindsay, through the door.
Where am I?
You're in the forest, I think. There's trees all around you, and there's a kind of hovel to your right. Oh, and a figure in a black cloak has just appeared in front of you.
Oh no, Master, it's an assassin!
Don't panic them, Pickle. Team assassins are extremely cowardly. Lindsay must be loud and bold.
Shout at it, Lindsay.
What shall I shout?
Go away, anything.
Go away!
Louder, Lindsay, louder!
Go away!
Yes, that's running off.
And a woman's walking on.
Would you please be quiet? Haven't you ever heard of noise pollution?
Lindsay, tell her you were protecting yourself.
I was protecting myself from an assassin.
Oh, I see. Something really must be done about those horrible creatures skulking around the greenwood all the time. Well, adventurer, I am the Green Warden, and Gwendoline is my name. What are you called?
I'm Lindsay, and I'm on the quest for the crown.
Then listen carefully, Lindsay, for the powers that be have allowed me limited discretion to aid adventurers. There are many whispered secrets in this forest, and you will need to learn one particular secret before you find your way back into the dungeon. Oakley, the tree troll, is the most abundant source of knowledge around these parts, so you must find him, wake him, and please him. Look out for the big oak tree. Don't worry, it's not easy to miss. Do you understand?
Did you get all that, Hermione?
Yes, we did.
Yes, I understand.
Good. Now, I'll watch the path behind you for assassins while you make your way to the portal. If you'd had the sense to look, you'd have seen that it's in front of the charcoal burner's hut.
She's getting out a bow and arrow, Lindsay, and she's moving behind you.
Walk forward, Lindsay. Good, and keep going.
Where am I?
It looks like you're in a pub. There's lots of tables with people talking and drinking and stuff.
Ah, this is the inn of the Crazed Heifer team. You can find both supplies and information here, if you know where to look.
And you know what they say, team. Choose company.
I think there's a minstrel sitting at the table on your left with an empty stool opposite him, so do you think we should talk to him?
Yes, I think so. Isn't he supposed to be able to tell us the password or something?
And we've got that musical scroll.
Sidestep left, Lindsay, and sit down on the stool. That's right.
Ah, and what have we here, huh? A traveller on one of life's journeys, no? I am the famous Ridolfo, carrier of words and songs across 4 continents. What's your name, then?
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Ah, Lindsay, what a lovely name. And you've got such a lovely... Well, I can't see much of your face, but everything I can see of you is lovely too, huh?
Thank you.
I'm just taking a short break from singing to the crowd, see? If you stick around, Lindsay, maybe you can listen to me sing, huh? I play the lute as well, of course. Hey, perhaps you'd like to sing a song with me. I bet you and I could make the beautiful music together, huh?
Offer him the scroll, Lindsay.
No thanks. But I've got a song here that I'd just love to hear you perform. It's written on this musical scroll.
Ah, a musical scroll, huh? See, I love the music. The ladies do as well, you know. What do you want from me in return for this scroll, Lindsay?
Ask him about the password.
Do you know the password?
The password? No, I have not heard a password lately, I'm afraid.
Oh. But you have been travelling to level 2, haven't you?
See, but I don't need a password for that. But I do need the dragon mints to pay the Mr. Dragon to fly me, see?
Oh, right. Do I need one of those?
I expect so.
Will you give me a dragon mint then, in return for the scroll?
See.
Okay, Lindsay, give him the scroll. He's handing you something. A dragon mint, I guess. Can you see it?
Yes, I've got it.
Thank you, Lindsay. Let's see what we have here, see? An interesting little tune. Ah, it has the words on the back.
Oh, does it? I didn't spot that.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. Seems like a strange sort of song to me, Lindsay. But if you want to hear me sing it, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. I have here a beautiful song for Christmas, recommended by my good friend Lindsay.
Should we leave now?
Yes, I don't think he'll notice.
Yes, I don't think Lindsay's life force would last long enough to stay and listen to Ridolfo's Christmas extravaganza in its entirety, so you'd best get her moving, team.
Stand up then, Linz, and walk around the stool. That's right.
Can you see a bread roll on the table next to you?
Yes. Shall I put it in my knapsack?
Yes, go on.
But isn't that stealing?
Well, I'm sure Ridolfo will pay for it later. Walk forward now, Lindsay, until you find some stairs. Have you got them?
Yes.
Walk down them then.
Where am I?
You're out in the forest again, and there's a massive tree to your right. Further away and to your left slightly. There's what I think is a portal, but it's covered with those weird square slabs.
Yeah, they've got straight lines on them in funny patterns.
That must be the rune lock, I think.
Ooh, first things first, team. This clearing may not be quite as deserted as it appears to be.
Or, to put it another way, there's something here and you need its help.
I guess a big tree is Oakley then.
Oh yes, I suppose it must be. Wake him up, Lindsay.
How?
Shout at him.
But I'll get told off again, won't I?
I think you'll have to risk it, Lindsay.
Okay. Awake, oh great one.
Leaf and Glen, what a rude awakening. Who are you? Eh?
I'm Lindsay, a dungeoneer on the quest for the crown.
What you want then?
I was told you might have a secret to tell me.
I knows lots of secrets. What sort of secret are you after?
Guys,
Trees have ears. Oh, maybe he knows the password.
do you know the password?
Oh, the password, is it? Yes, I knows the password. Well, I suppose I'll help you, but you still got to earn a bit. Tell I know. On cold, clear nights he comes to play, then sparkles in the sun come day. He causes winter's icy blast. Jack's his first name, what's his last?
It's Frost.
Jack Frost. Yeah, that sounds right.
Frost.
Ah, that's true enough. Right, the password is U-log. Now, I'm going back to sleep, and if anyone else wakes me before spring, they'll be very sorry indeed.
Well done, team. Now, if only you could clear that portal, you'd be well on your way to level 2.
These square slabs have got patterns on them, have they? I was expecting numbers.
Well, I think there's a different number of lines on each square.
Yes, that one's got 6. Look, and there's 1, 2, 3.
Oh dear. Whatever those goblins are up to in the forest, team, you can be sure it isn't carol singing. You'd better hurry, I think.
I suppose we just call out the numbers, do we?
I can't see what else we could try.
Quickly, team.
Okay, Lindsay, call out the numbers in this order. 6, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5.
6, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5.
Oh no, they're here. Hurry, Lindsay, they'll be on you at any second.
Oh God!
Don't panic, Lindsay. Just walk forward quite quickly.
Yes, hurry on.
Where am I?
You're in a kind of hall with a chandelier on the ceiling and a few suits of armour. There's a huge metal door on the wall in front of you, and it's being guarded by a man with a long pole in his hand.
I think that's an axe, actually.
Stay where you are. None may pass except the servants of my master, Lord Fear. The password now, or you perish.
Say U-log, Lindsay.
U-log.
That word is the right word. Pass, friend, and live in fear.
Right, he's walking off now. And the gate's opening.
We can see the dragon on the other side.
Ah, it's Smirkenorff, team, and that means a flight to level 2.
Yes, assuming he's in the right mood. Even I would think twice about trying to budge a dragon that didn't feel like budging. Still, you'll have to try your luck, team.
Walk forward, Lindsay, onto the dragon.
Am I on the dragon yet?
Yes, can't you tell?
You better be careful, Linz.
You're surrounded by cliffs which are covered in snow.
Make sure your friend treads carefully, team. I don't think she'd survive such a long fall.
Keep walking forward, Lindsay, next to the dragon's spine.
But I can't see the...
Yes, that's it, team. Get Lindsay to lower herself into the saddle.
Keep going. Now get into the saddle. That's it.
He's turning his head round now.
How disappointing. I'd have hoped that I'd give off a more threatening aura than that. Yet still, humans insist on just walking straight onto my back. No matter. Now, I expect you'll be wanting to take a ride.
Say yes, Lindsay.
Yes, please. To level 2.
The usual destination, Well, if I'm doing the flying, you will be doing the paying, yes?
Tell him what you've got, Linz.
I have a dragon mint for you.
A dragon mint? A firestone would have been preferable. The weather of late does no favours for a dragon's fire, you know. Still, I will not pretend that I do not find dragon mints most stimulating. Yes, that fare is most acceptable. Very well, young human. Hold on tight.
His wings have started flapping and... he's flying now!
What is your name, then, young traveller?
Lindsay.
Well, I hope you're not scared of heights, Lindsay.
It's lucky you can't see what's going on, Linz.
The scenery's changed now. You're surrounded by lots of mountains.
The Rift of Angar. Green as always, eh, Master?
Quite so, Pickle. The Rift of Angar is the gateway to level 2, team. Lindsay's discomfort will soon be at an end, I'm sure.
You're landing.
There we are. One of my better landings, if I do say so myself. Kindly leave the fare in the saddle, and disembark by the same route you embarked.
Okay, get out of the saddle, Lindsay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Step over the saddle and just walk off the dragon's back the same way you got on.
Stop, Linz. Turn right. Ever so slightly. That's it. And walk forwards.
Stop, Lindsay.
Where am I?
You're in a sandy valley.
Sandy? When have you ever seen green sand?
Okay, then you're in a
I wouldn't call it a valley, actually. There's just a green mountain by itself.
whatever it is, you'd better walk forwards, Linz. It looks like there's something on the floor.
Yes, there's something of interest here, team.
It's a spyglass.
A perfect opportunity to do some spying on the opposition. Hold it up, Lindsay. Yes, that's it. An obstacle is an obstacle, Lissard, if you approve of it or not. I must admit that I find Brollachan rather tiresome, to say the least, but if he can dispose of the dungeoneer without me getting my hands dirty, I shall not be the one complaining.
Forgive me, Lordness, but he questions and questions and never seems to do anything of value.
His origins may be a mystery to him, but he was not born yesterday. In fact, it must be around 3001 now. Anyway, he knows a liar when he sees one, and also is more than capable of destroying that liar.
Yet still the filthy pixies manage to slip past him. He would not be my choice of guard, Lordness.
Well, let's just be grateful that I am the leader of the opposition and not you then, Lissard. Anyway, the little brats have no hope of progressing without Merlin's magic box.
Merlin's magic?
Merlin's magic box, you stupid Atlantean! The grey-haired fool didn't anticipate letting that particular gift fall into our hands. Now it's in my possession. I have ensured that it has the greatest level of magical protection.
Oh, Lordness, you are clever. Such deviousness, such greatness.
I'm glad the message is finally sinking in. Anyway, they'll never find that box, and without its contents, they will have no hope of success.
Oh, Lordness, such brilliantness, such unrivaled geniusness, such...
Hold that thought, Lissard. I do believe my security systems have just detected...
Drop it now!
Oh, that was close.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Lord Fear is not in a festive mood. Tread carefully, team, but also take heed of what you heard. I dare say it will be useful later on.
Okay, Linz, what?
Oh, Lindsay, goblins are coming up behind you. Run!
Master, they're surrounded. This is most unfair.
Lindsay, try...
Goblins, eh? Exactly the kind of practice I need. How would you vermin like to chew on this? Lost your appetite all of a sudden, have you? That's right, off you trot. Wow, that seemed to them. Now, you, what brings you to the Rift of Anger?
I'm on a quest.
A quest for what?
The crown.
And what's your name?
Lindsay.
Sounds like a silly posh girl's name to me. Still, you may as well know who I am. My name is Gundrada. They call me the Sword Mistress. Some people try to call me other things, but they're not alive anymore. I follow on my own quest, and I mean you no harm, unless you hinder me. I suppose we better make ourselves scarce, in case those dungeon rats return. Our paths will merge for a short while, but after that you're on your own. Well, come on then. What are you waiting for?
She's grabbed your arm and she's leading you to the door.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I didn't see that door.
Where are we?
You're in a small blue room with a table in the middle and it's got some objects on it. Go and have a closer look, Linz.
Okay. There's a dagger.
I say! What a lovely dagger! I saw it first.
Thanks a lot.
She's just taking the dagger, Linz.
Stay there and do some looting if you must, while Swash and I stay on guard.
Well, we wouldn't have wanted a dagger anyway.
What else is on the table then, Lindsay?
There's a turkey.
A whole turkey?
Yeah, but it's quite a small one.
Still, that'll keep you full for a while. Put it in your knapsack, Linz.
If it'll fit.
It won't go. There we are. There's also a scroll, a spanner, a chess piece, I think it's a pawn, and a big stick thing.
Isn't that a divining rod, Master?
It looks very much like one, Pickle, yes.
Open the scroll, Lindsay.
Okay. It says, work before play.
Well, I don't think we should take the spanner because I don't see what we'll need that for.
Slow down, Hermione. A chess piece and a rod don't look that useful either at the moment. I think work before play means we should take the spanner.
I'm with Adam.
Okay then. What else shall we take?
You're taking long enough, aren't you? Come on, let's get out of here.
I don't think you want her angry with you, Linz. Let's take the rod.
Why do you think that?
Sounds interesting, and I think the pawn represents play, so we shouldn't take it.
Alright, Lindsay, take the spanner and the rod. Now turn round.
Major choice, have you? About time too. Come on then.
She's taking you by the arm again.
Yes, I can tell.
You could do with a bit of muscle on that arm, Lindsay. By your age, I could wield a broadsword, you know.
I'm fine as I am, thanks. Where are we?
You're in kind of a courtyard with a few steps leading up to a door in one corner, and there's a person trapped in one of those things where your feet get trapped.
Stocks.
Yeah, and he's got a hood on, so we can't see his face.
Have pity. Pity a poor prisoner unjustly held. Oh, please do help me.
I say, why don't you stop whinging like that? I don't know what you've done to end up in that thing, but I'm sure it was all your own fault. Come along, Lindsay. Let's get out of here. We're much too busy to waste time talking to monks.
Oh no, you can't just leave me here. I haven't done anything wrong. Please release me.
Shall I see if I can let him out, guys?
Yes, I think you should.
There's no room in my quest for excess baggage, and there shouldn't be any room in yours either, Lindsay. Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute, Linz. Don't go with her yet.
Don't worry, I'm not planning to.
I've had enough of this. Look here, Lindsay. The choice is yours. Either leave this stupid monk to rot and come and read now, or you can do without my help and my sword.
What shall I do, guys?
I think we should release the monk.
Yes, that's the right thing to do.
Can you see the stalks, Linz?
Yes.
See if you can undo the catch or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, my dear. It's just along here. That's right. Can you lift this bar as well? Oh, bless you.
Why? I'm off.
The monk's standing up now, Lindsay, and he's taking down his hood.
He's got loads of white hair and a long white beard.
Ah, thank you, Lindsay. It really can get quite uncomfortable in those things, I can tell you. Now, just in case you're wondering, yes, I am Merlin, and yes, that was a test of my own devising. A test that you, my dear, passed with flying colours. Gundrada, of course, failed my test, just as I knew she would. That's why her quest is endless, you know. She's just too selfish to realize why.
There. I knew that was the right thing to do.
No good deed should go unrewarded, Lindsay, and your reward is a spell called Rise. Just remember, this magic is effective rather than offensive, so be sure to use it on a synthetic obstacle, won't you? Now, good luck go with you on the rest of your journey. Farewell!
Well, do you think Merlin will ever tire of disguising himself to test our Dungeoneer's master? Surely he has better things to do with his time.
Apparently he doesn't, Pickle. I have talked to him about it, I assure you. Onwards now, team.
Turn to your left a bit, Lindsay. Good, now walk forward.
Can you see the steps?
Yes.
Go up the steps and through the door.
Where am I?
You're in a room with a pit in front of you, and there's another one of those drawbridges.
It's another door monster, team. Time for the calling, I think.
Yes, but do they remember the right words?
Lindsay, can you remember what to say?
True and false. False and true.
Open up and let us through.
Open up and let us through.
A face has appeared on the drawbridge.
Ah, this one, I believe, is called Doorkis. Oh, truth will open, truth will out. The smallest bird in the world can fly backwards. True or false?
That's true, isn't it?
Fly backwards? Are you sure?
Some kind of hummingbird, isn't it? The smallest bird in the world. I think they can fly backwards.
Say true, Lindsay.
True.
Truth accepted. Christmas trees were first brought to Britain in the 14th century. True or false?
I bet that's true.
I don't know. It sounds like one of those things you wouldn't make up.
I think it sounds too early.
Yeah, I swear the Victorians were the first ones with Christmas trees.
No, they must have been around longer than that.
I think so too. Say true, Lindsay.
True?
Or falsehood? King William II of England was a Norman. True or false?
Does that mean William the Conqueror?
No, he's William the First, surely.
Well, William the Conqueror was a Norman. Do you think William II was his son?
Maybe. That would make him a Norman too, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think so.
I thought William the Conqueror's son was Henry I.
He had 2 sons, I think.
Shall I say true again, then?
Yes, go on.
True.
Truth accepted. Oh dear me. Truth will open, truth will out.
Walk forward, Lindsay. That's right, you're on the drawbridge now.
Shall I just keep going?
Yes.
Where am I?
You're in a purple room with a big archway leading onto what looks like a giant conveyor, but it's not moving at the moment. There's a table on your left with some kind of wizard writing something in a book. He's got white hair and a white beard. He looks pretty intelligent.
Yes, indeed.
Ah, it's Hordriss' team. I wonder what he's up to.
Go up to him, Lindsay. Walk forward and turn left a bit. That's right. He's just looked up at you.
Greetings. Those wishing to travel further into level 2 must declare any contraband and abandon any useful objects at point of departure. Come here, Lindsay. Sit down.
I can see a stool. Shall I sit on it?
Yes.
There now. My name is Hordriss the Confuser. But then you knew that already, didn't you? One's fame, despite one's natural modesty, will inevitably spread. Now then, are you carrying any potions, talismans, bat's wings, horned spiders, or crushed toads in garlic?
No, I've only got this spanner and this rod thingy.
Oh, be careful, Lindsay.
Well, those are of no use whatsoever to me. You're welcome to keep them. What a shame. One's supplies are getting a little low. Well, Lindsay, I think you'll find your means of transportation further into level 2 strangely moving.
He's made the conveyor belt start up, Linz.
One did actually make a joke there. Oh well, never mind. I don't think I'll bother next time. In you go then, Lindsay. But don't stay on that thing for too long, will you? If you do, who knows where you may end up.
Are we supposed to take her onto the conveyor belt now?
Sounds like a good idea, team, if you ask me.
Off you go.
Stand up, Lindsay. Move to your right, around the stool. Good, and walk forward.
Okay, you're moving along on the conveyor belt now. I can see doors going past you every few seconds. It's not stopping.
Oh dear, Master. I think Hordriss has taken Lindsay for a ride, don't you?
Well, let's not panic just yet, Pickle. This device is obviously powered by some kind of machinery. And just as it can be switched on, I'm sure it can also be switched off.
Audrey said we shouldn't stay on for too long, didn't he? Maybe we can stop it with the spanner.
But I can't see any nuts or anything.
There's a hole in the floor there. Maybe she should drop the spanner into it.
Do you think that'll stop the conveyor belt?
Well, I don't see what else there is to do. Sidestep right, Lindsay. And again. Can you see a hole by your feet?
Yes, I've got it.
Crouch down a bit and stick the spanner into it.
Okay. Has it stopped?
Yes, Linz.
And look, there's a nice door.
Sidestep left, Lindsay. And again.
Where am I?
You're in a small blue room with one exit, and there's something on the floor, so could you walk? Oh, a great monster has appeared on the wall.
It's the Brollachan, Master.
That thing has a name?
Of course he's got a name. Lord Frere said so earlier. Make sure you don't lie to him, Linz.
Stay where you are, human. I hunger for knowledge. Feed my hunger, or I feed on you. Tell me, what is the common name for St. Stephen's Day?
Why does he need to know that? I'm not sure.
Neither am I.
Honestly, don't you two read? It's Boxing Day.
Right. Say that then, Linz.
Boxing Day.
Tell me, who was Jesus' mother?
That's easy. Mary.
Yeah, say Mary.
It was Mary.
I know little, so enlighten me. How old am I?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that one.
How are we meant to know that?
Tell him he's 3001.
Hang on a minute. We shouldn't lie to him.
It's not a lie. Lord Frere said it. Tell him, Linz.
You are 3001.
So old, yet so much knowledge still to discover. Knowledge is power, they say, and now some knowledge is yours. Something magical is hidden here. knowledge will return, and so I will return.
Well, I hope he doesn't.
Walk forward, Linz. What's on the floor?
It's, Brussels sprouts.
Put them in your knapsack.
I hate Brussels sprouts.
Do it anyway, it's Christmas.
There. Happy?
Yes.
Right, now let's get her out.
Wait. You said that something magical is hidden here?
Oh, yes. So, how are we meant to find it?
I don't know.
What have you got, team?
Shall we try the spell?
No. Use the rod, Linz.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean by use it?
Just hold it in front of you.
Swing it around a little, Lindsay, that's it.
That made me jump.
A chest has fallen from the sky, Lindsay.
Merlin's magic box!
Excellent. Walk over to it, Linz, and see what's inside.
Okay. There's a scroll.
Just one scroll. There should be more than that in there.
Open the scroll, Linz.
Okay. It says big.
Merlin works in mysterious ways, as always, Master.
Quite so, Pickle.
Let's get out of here now before that Brollachan comes back.
Yes. Walk forward, Lindsay. Stop. Sidestep left a little. Now walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a sewer, I think.
Oh, yuck.
You're standing on a kind of jetty, and there's this green river in front of you.
Yes, these are the sewers of Goth, team.
And here's someone who fits very nicely into a place like this, Master.
Yes, indeed, Pickle.
A man has just walked in, Lindsay, and he's got a beard and he's wearing a dirty brown cloak.
It's a danger person. You've got lovely hair, ain't you? Oh, yeah. Lovely clothes, too. Lovely quality. What's your name, then? Come and tell me, eh?
Help! He's putting his hands all over me!
We'd better be careful, Lindsay. Just tell him your name for now.
My name's Lindsay.
Hello. My name is Sylvester Hands. That's hands like feet, but up the other end of your body. Listen, Lindsay, do me a favour, will ya?
What kind of favour?
Well, I'm about to get me magic rope out, right?
You're about to get your what out?
Me magic rope. And when I ties you up with it, you mustn't run and you mustn't struggle. Otherwise I'll have to blow me horn and then the goblins will come in and then, well, they'll probably eat you. So you just come along quietly with me, alright? Now, where's that rope of mine?
We need to do something about this. Cast a spell, Duncan.
Which one? Shall I cast Rise?
What would that do? Make him fly up in the air, I guess.
Well, that wouldn't really help, would it? He could still blow his horn. We're supposed to use Rise on something synthetic anyway. So cast big.
Come on, guys! Do something!
There, now you stand nice and still, Lindsay, while I tie you up. You might fall into the sewer if you start thrashing around, and you don't want to do that. It's a bit wet, darling.
Go on, Duncan!
Spellcasting. B-I-G.
Ah, you're growing, Linz.
Yeah. What's going on? Cool, you have grown.
Try to scare him, Lindsay.
Yes, I have grown. So you'd better go away and leave me alone, or else.
Oh, God. But I gotta take you to Lord Fear. I gotta.
If you come anywhere near me, I'll pick you up and throw you in that sewer.
Oh, nice one, Linz.
Oh, no. Then I'd have to go around stinking to high heaven the whole time. I couldn't stand that, I really couldn't.
Then get out of here, before I really lose my temper.
Oh, well, yeah, alright then.
Oh, well done, team. That was a brilliant performance, Lindsay.
Indeed it was. But unless you want your dungeoneer to get stuck in the next doorway, team, I suggest you dispel immediately.
Dispel. G-I-B.
You're shrinking, Linz. about normal size now.
Right, let's get out of here then.
Yes, hands went left, so I think we should go right.
We should go right anyway, shouldn't we?
Turn 180 degrees, Lindsay. Good, and walk forward.
Where am I?
You're in a small yellow room with one door, which is blocked by portcullis.
Is that all?
Yes, Linz. There's no one there and there's nothing going on.
I think you've reached the end of the level, team.
Yes, and level 3 is waiting for you. Don't keep it hanging on too long, team, will you?
Cast rise now, Duncan.
That portcullis is synthetic enough for you, is it, Hermione?
What does synthetic actually mean, anyway?
It means man-made, doesn't it?
Exactly, so hurry up and get that gate open.
Spellcasting R-I-S-E.
Okay, now walk forward, Lindsay.
I can see you walking down this massive staircase, Linz. It's green.
The walls are green too.
Yeah, everything's green.
Step down into the bowels of this level, Lindsay, and you step into level 3.
Where am I?
You're in a room with walls made out of grey bricks. There's a massive shield-shaped hole on either side of the door. And there's a table on your right.
Welcome to level 3, team, and welcome also to the Mire world. This is Linghorn, one of 2 towers built here by Lord Fear, but nowadays it's the palace of the sorceress Maldame. She stole it from Lord Fear when he started muscling in on her territory, but she is not normally very pleased to receive visitors, I'm afraid. Lord Fear himself is to be found in the 2nd tower, Marblehead, along with the object of your quest.
Oh dear, Master, that does make it all sound rather daunting.
Well, you should expect no less from level 3, Pickle.
Okay, Lindsay, turn to your right slightly. Can you see the table?
Yes. Right, there's a string of 3 sausages, which I'm putting in my bag. There's also a ring, a bottle, a small crown of some kind, and a spyglass.
There's a label on that bottle, Lindsay.
Oh yes, Shadow, it says.
That must be a magic potion. We should definitely take it.
I don't suppose that crown is the crown.
I don't think so. It's a bit small. It's just like a headband with a couple of pointy bits at the front.
I think that's called a diadem.
How on earth do you know a silly thing like that, Duncan? Anyway, Treguard just said our crown is in the other tower, in case you didn't notice, Adam. So this one can't be it.
Let's have a go on the spyglass, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm lifting it now.
It is as we feared, Lordness. The repulsive little dungeoneer Lindsay has entered level 3.
How very annoying. I suppose that means you'll try to sneak on board the Golden Galleon and pay us a visit. Have you told the crew to keep an eye out for her?
Indeed so, Lordness. The Mire men have been fully briefed and warned of the consequences if they fail in your service.
What consequences did you promise them, Lissard?
Dire ones, Lordness.
My favourite kind, Lissard. Of course, our young friend may not even make it as far as the Golden Galleon. That rather depends on our old friend Maldame.
Forgive me for saying so, Lordness, but I still don't understand how you can tolerate that woman squatting in one of your towers. Many of the Mire world denizens still regard her as their queen. Would it not be prudent to oust her from Linghorn and seize total control of the Mire world?
Yes, Lissard, of course it would, which is why that's exactly what I'm going to do. But not just yet. I have something very nasty on the brew for our irritating next-door neighbour, yes. Something very nasty indeed. But until I am ready to strike, I intend to let Maldame go on believing that she is the ruler of the Mire world. She likes to make herself feel like a queen and look like a queen as much as she can. But someday, soon, she'll discover the meaning of true power. My power.
Wonderful, Lordness. I cannot wait for that day to arrive.
Well, I'm afraid you'll just have to, me old toad. But not for too long. For now, I think we should both make a few preparations of the Dungeoneer repelling variety, just in case Lindsay does manage to sneak into Marblehead.
Oh yes, Lordness. The lethal obstacles, the devious trapsies. Lindsay will never know what hit her, Lordness.
Precisely, Lissard.
Oof, right. So what shall I take?
The magic potion, definitely. And that leaves us with the ring and the crown, doesn't it?
I think we're supposed to give one of them to this queen person.
Shall we take the ring? Women like jewellery, don't they?
Or it could be a magic ring. Maybe we'll need to use it.
If she's a queen, she's probably already got a crown anyway.
Yes, I bet she has. I think we should go for the ring.
Okay then, so what are you holding, Lindsay?
The shadow potion and the ring.
Goblins, Master! What are they doing in the Maya world?
Unfortunately, Pickle, goblins seem to enjoy skulking about in slime and filth just as much as they enjoy terrorizing the Greenwood and the Rift of Angar. You'd best get Lindsay moving, team.
Sidestep left, Lindsay, until I say stop. Stop there. Right, and walk forward.
Where am I?
You're in a bluish brick room with arches. There's a portcullis in front of you, and above there's a balcony with a woman standing on it.
It must be Maldame. You'd better try talking to her.
What shall I say?
Warn her Lord Fear's planning to attack her.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me?
Kneel!
Better do as she says, Lindsay. Get down on one knee.
There now, that's better. It is proper to kneel before a queen and not to speak unless you are spoken to. Well, who are you and what are you doing here?
My name's Lindsay, and I'm a Dungeoneer on the quest for the crown.
Crown? What crown? Do you have ambitions to rule the Maya world?
No, I'm just on a quest.
Go on, Lindsay, warn her.
And I've heard that Lord Fear is planning to attack you.
You dare to come before me with such trifles? Lord Fear has made these plans before, and they have not succeeded. This fortress can withstand any attack.
Try to convince her, Lindsay.
How do you know you'll be safe? Have you got, like, an underground bunker or something?
Now look, dear. I know the capabilities of this stronghold better than you. We are not afraid of Lord Fear.
Well, he says he has something really nasty planned for you. He's going to attack after my quest finishes.
Is that right? I am almost insulted. But then I can see why he would want to deal with a minor inconvenience before daring to make an attempt upon our royal person. Very well. If you were to spend a little time blundering around our enemy's domain instead of our own, that would annoy him and give me time to prepare for this attack you say is coming.
Tell her you need passage onto the Golden Galleon.
I need passage onto the Golden Galleon.
I know that, insolent child. The Golden Galleon is, of course, our vessel, managed by our subjects. Very well, Lindsay. You may have passage.
Stand up, Lindsay, and walk forwards.
Better thank her first.
Thank you.
She didn't want the ring then.
Never mind, she helped us anyway. Just keep on going forwards, Lindsay.
Where am I?
I think you're on a dock. There's barrels and ropes and things lying around. There's a kind of gangplank thing leading onto a ship just in front of you. I think it must be the Golden Galleon.
But it's Greek.
You're right, Adam. These are the docks of Linghorn, and this vessel is indeed the Golden Galleon, despite its colour.
It should be called the Green Galleon, really, shouldn't it?
Don't be pedantic, Pickle. Come on, team, get Lindsay on board before the ship gets underway.
Walk forward, Lindsay. Can you see the gangplank?
Yes.
Is that a step up? It looked like the plank's kind of balancing on the side of the ship.
Of course not. It's just a normal plank.
I thought it was a step when I first saw it, but no, I'm not so sure. Walk under the plank, Linz.
Okay. There's no step, by the way.
Well, it looked like there is.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Rubbish.
Ah, it sounds like we've set sail, team.
I think you're on the deck now, Linz. There are these two sort of fish people walking around in front of you. There's a door that they're guarding, I think.
Are these my men, Master?
Indeed they are, Pickle. And just as Lissard indicated, they seem to be expecting an uninvited passenger.
Why haven't they attacked then?
Well, my men have very poor eyesight when they're out of the water, but they'll certainly see Lindsay if she tries to get between them. Yet she must get below decks if she's to stand any chance of reaching Marblehead in one piece.
Turn 90 degrees to your left, Lindsay. Now, do you think she should just run for it?
No, we need to use the potion.
Shall I drink it?
Yes.
Ah, it works, Master, it works.
You turned into a shadow, Linz.
Can't you see me?
Well, we sort of can. You're just a black shape.
Yes, now that Lindsay's a shadow of her former self, team, I suggest you take her to safety as quickly as possible.
Okay, when that one moves... Now, Lindsay, run forward.
Take a few side steps right. Quickly. Okay, keep going forward.
Where am I?
You're in a green room with, like, square tiles on the floor and a door on the far wall.
Congratulations, team. You seem to have arrived in Marblehead.
Oh, well, that was quick.
We didn't even have to get off the ship or anything.
I think there's something of interest here, team.
Oh yeah, step forward a bit, Linz.
The kiwi on your right.
Okay, I'm picking it up.
Oh, my goodness. Walk forward, Lindsay, quick.
A fireball just came down and it's taking a square out of the floor. Linz, oh! There's another one.
Sidestep right. Stop!
Hermione.
Sorry. Walk forwards now, Lindsay. And take a sidestep to the left. Now run forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a blue stone room with a big pit in front of you. And there's a drawbridge on the wall, and it's shut.
Okay, Lindsay, it looks like another one of those doors, so you'd better say that true and false thing again.
True and false, false and true. Open up and let us through.
Well done, Linz.
A face is appearing.
Ah, I wasn't expecting to see her in Marblehead, Master.
Neither was I, particularly. This is Dooreen, team, the last of this unholy trinity.
Truth will out, and so will you. The ladybird is a beetle. True or false?
That's true, Linz.
True.
Truth accepted. The last of Henry VIII's wives to die was Catherine Parr. True or false?
That's true, isn't it? She was his last wife, and she outlived him.
Wait a minute, though. What about Anne of Cleves? His marriage to her was annulled. She could have died years afterwards.
I think I heard that Catherine Parr died quite young, after she had a baby.
Oh, alright, Lindsay, go for false.
False.
Truth accepted. The first bird in most dictionaries is Aasvogel. True or false?
What? How on earth are we supposed to know that?
It can't be. Most dictionaries aren't written in English, are they?
It sounds German to me.
Oh, shut up! I wonder if we have to get this. Well, I've never heard of an Aasvogel, but it seems a bit mean to make it up.
You said that about the Christmas trees earlier.
I said it about the baby hare as well, and I was right, wasn't I?
You must decide, team, and answer.
Try true, Lindsay.
True?
Truth accepted. Truth will out, and so will you.
Well done, team.
Okay, you can walk forwards now, Lindsay.
What about albatross? That come before AS.
Well, when Adam said German, I thought it was probably a double A.
Where am I?
You're in a large green room with a big pit in the middle. There's a ledge on your left with something on it.
It's the crown!
Oh yeah, so it is! There's also a door on your right.
And someone's just walked through it.
Lord Fear! Honestly, what's the matter with you two?
Welcome, Lindsay. I'm so glad that you dropped by to visit me. To demonstrate my hospitality, allow me to present you with a gift. One of my very best fireballs, which I've been preparing specially for you. Oh no, Master! Hurry, team, do something!
You know the ring, Lindsay?
Yes, I know the ring.
Put it on and hold it up. Now move your arm to the right.
Move my arm to the right?
Yes!
I don't think it's working.
But that's a magic ring, isn't it?
Unfortunately, team, it seems that this particular ring really is nothing more than a ring. Oh dear.
There. I'm ready now, Lindsay. Will you please take that?
Ooh, nasty. Well, team, Lindsay never stood much of a chance against Lord Fear without magic to aid her, and you could have got that magic from Maldame. But you didn't, did you?
What?
But we thought we got all we could out of her.
You knew she liked to make herself feel and look like a queen. If only you'd taken the diadem from the clue room, I'm sure Maldame would have been willing to exchange it for a spell to use against Lord Fear.
Well, how on earth were we supposed to know that?
She didn't even tell us she wanted anything. She just listened to our warning and sent us straight to the ship.
Yes, we could have tried offering her the ring if she'd asked us for something.
Yeah, we were following her lead.
They've got a point there, Master, don't you think?
No. They lost the game and that's all there is to it. Spellcasting. DISMISS.
Well, Master, Ebenezer Scrooge has nothing on you, does he?
I hope you weren't expecting them to win just because it's Christmas, Pickle. That isn't how the game works, as well you know. Why don't you make yourself useful and get that turkey out of the bath? It must have defrosted by now.
Yes, Master, whatever you say, Master.
Farewell then, Lindsay, Adam, Hermione, and Duncan. Have a safe journey home, and a very Merry Christmas to you. As for you, passive ones, the season's greetings to you, of course. And by the way, if you're feeling as indignant about the team's fate as they themselves clearly are, then, well, tough tinsel. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.